Happy Monday. Well, I'm back at it. Got out here and got a nice little half an hour, 35-minute ride in. I'm not trying to do really more than that. I lifted yesterday and I actually ended up walking twice yesterday. So one 50-minute walk and one 70-minute walk. So I'm pretty gassed out, but I'm really trying to do my best to get in at least 2 rides a week. That's been my goal. And see, it's an interesting thing, and I always talk about this, but that is why I stress so much to people to keep their data, because, you know, also along with the eating that I was doing back then, which was a radical approach, when I got down to 10% body fat, I looked back to that, you know, that time frame in my records, 2013, because I keep all the data. And in my records, I noticed that I was riding 3-4 times a week. Well, your body, when you're riding that often, well, when I'm riding that often, my body is in a constant state of recovery, because riding is, you know, it's difficult on my body. It's hard for my body to do. I mean, you know, I've incrementally gotten a little bit better, but you know, my problem is that I continue to, I have too many breaks. You know, I don't have a lot of consistency in my riding because of my health. And also I've taken on lifting as well. And that has affected the recovery time and the way that I feel and different things like that. And, you know, the opportunities to ride, plus, you know, Seattle and all these other things. You know, it's all excuses, but, you know, I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm just saying that's what the situation is. But I'm really trying to get back to the point where, you know, minimum twice a week. You know, rain's gonna come, all this stuff, and I just need to find some places like I used to where I can ride. I may not be able to ride fast, but just find some places that I can ride where, you know, it's okay to ride when it's raining, you know, and just stay consistently riding 2 days a week. Because, as I said, because I kept the data from 2013, I know for sure that if I'm riding that often, my body is going to be constantly in a recovery state, which is burning more calories. If my weight or if my eating gets under control, like I'm starting to kind of develop that rhythm again, then, you know, it shouldn't be long. It shouldn't take, you know, it shouldn't take very long. But, you know, my main focus right now is just, you know, health. I want to be as healthy as possible. And if that takes, you know, eating less or eating, you know, or dropping a bunch of stuff that I've been eating, and if it may mean losing a little bit of muscle, you know, but that's where my mind is right now. Focus on your health, get your health right, focus on like maintaining and improving your health. Is part of that eating better? Absolutely. Is part of that exercising more? Absolutely. But, you know, the main thing that I want to get across to you is this. The endomorph life is really not a joke. It's really, really difficult to lean down and stay lean as an endomorph. It's really hard. So I just stress to you, you know, focus on putting in the work. You know, if you focus on putting in the work, then, you know, over time, you will develop a rhythm that will get you down to the weight that you want to be at. Is it going to be easy as an endomorph? As I say all the time, no. Being an endomorph is probably the hardest lifestyle when it comes to eating. You know, that, man, it's really hard. It's really hard, and people get very frustrated. Heck, I've gotten frustrated, and I've been able to do it in the past, but that's not the point. The point is, you know, you have to do this if you want to have good health. If you want to have good health, you have to, you know, dedicate yourself to something. Dedication to something is what will, you know, skyrocket you to that next level. If you don't have dedication, you're gonna be like I've been. You're gonna spin your wheels and then you're gonna quit. And I've been spinning my wheels. I keep it real. You know, I did the videos. I said I'm spinning my wheels. I said I'm struggling with my eating. But the difference is I'm dedicated. You know, I want to make this thing happen. I know that I can do it because of past experiences, you know, and even when I didn't have those experiences and I had not, you know, conquered that goal, I knew very well that it was just a matter of time before I caught on to whatever it is that I needed to catch on to you know, to be able to understand my body more, and to, you know, and to understand the data that I was looking at and how things connected with each other. And it took time. You have to be focused and you have to be steadfast, and you know, you have to write things down. If you don't write things down, then, you know, you better have a really good memory. But even then, you know, you write things down because, like I'm going through right now, would I have remembered things that I was doing 3 years ago? Probably not. I mean, I knew I was writing more consistently. That's kind of a, you know, that's duh. But it's one thing to open up, you know, records and look through those records and say, wow, you know, I was riding a lot more back then, or I was sprinting a lot more back then, or I was, you know, eating this stuff back then, you know. And I've done videos about this before. You know, you have to write your stuff down. You have to be focused on writing your stuff down. If you're not, it's gonna get pretty tough. Happy Monday.